Hello friends, once again welcome to Shuman Sir's learning classes. We have almost reached to the end of our basic classes in English grammar to fulfill our motto of writing correct English. After today's class, that is after the class of verbs and its conjugation, that means after knowing the forms of verbs, that means past present form that or the base form, past form and past participle form, we shall be able to start our special classes for sentence construction in English by ourselves. Now let us start. Forms of verbs. There are three forms of verbs: present or the base form, past form and the past participle form. We have to remember in this case, in case of weak verbs, D, ed and t are added with the base forms of verbs to obtain its past and past participle forms. That means in case of weak verbs, to obtain or to get its past and past participle form, we have to add D, ed and t. These D, ed and t are to be added with the base form to obtain or to get its past and past participle forms. Now, here we have shown you some examples and we have to memorize all these, because while constructing some correct sentences irrespective of its tenses, we shall need all these. Past forms are used in case of past tense and past participle forms are used in case of perfect tenses of all the tenses. In case of perfect tenses, in case of perfect tenses, in all the tenses, present, past and future, the past participle forms of verbs are to be used. Okay, fine. Now, in case of base form, we can see in the screen: ask, asked, asked, add, added. Just likewise, ed is added with the base form to get its past and past participle forms. Similarly, die, died, died. Hope, hoped, hoped. D is added in these cases. Next, sell. Once again, D is added. Sell, sold, sold. Tell, told, told. Similarly, cry, cried, cried. Y is converted into I and ed is added. Dried, dried, dried. Say, said, said. Now, build, built, built. T is added. Burn, burnt and burned. Just likewise, we can see once again: buy, bought, bought. Catch, caught, caught. These type of sentences, T is added and a little change is made in case of conversion of its forms. Now, lose, lost, lost. T is added here. No? Help, helped, helped. Look, looked, looked. Now, need, needed, needed. Ed is added. No? We can see ed is added. Pull, pulled, pulled. All these are the forms of weak verbs and base forms. And with the base forms, ed, d or t is added to obtain or to get its past and past participle forms. Now, wash, washed, washed. Fine. Here we are also to remember, in case of strong verbs, the vowels of the verbs are changed to obtain its past and past participle forms. That means in case of strong verbs, only the vowels of that particular verb in its base form, vowels are changed to obtain its past and past participle forms. Now we shall see some examples of strong verbs. Arise. Look at here. I is changed into O. Arise, arose, arose. Begin. Look at here, begin. In case of past form, began. In case of past particular form, once again began, but you. I is converted into you. In case of past form, I is converted into a, or I is changed into a. In case of past participle form, I is changed into you. I is converted into you. Become, became, become. Just likewise. Come, came, come. Do, did, done. Okay. The vowels are changed. Now, eat, ate, eaten. Fall, fell, fallen. Get, got, got. Just likewise. Go, went, gone. All known forms of present, past, and past participle. No? Now, know, knew, known. See, saw, seen. Look at here. All these are the strong verbs, and in these cases, to get its past and past participle forms, only the vowels of the verb in its base forms are changed or are converted. No? In case of see, look at here. In case of sit, I is converted into a. Is it? To obtain is its past and past participle forms. No? Now, similarly, see, saw, seen. Cut. Okay. This page shows us some special cases where the forms of verbs, that means the strong verbs, remains unchanged in all the cases. Means in all the forms, that means base form, past form, and past participle forms, the principal verbs remains unchanged. Means, look at here, cut, 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 put, 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 read, read, read. Okay, in case of read, the sounding is changed little bit. Phonetics is little bit changed. Read, read, read. Just likewise. Set, set, set. Okay, fine. Now, here, at a glance, we can see. In case of weak verbs, we have already known that in case of weak verbs, D, AD, and T are added with the base form to obtain its past and past participle forms. Okay, fine. In case of strong verbs, vowels are changed or converted to obtain its past and past participle forms. Okay, fine. Now, number 3, the newer one, which we have to remember. To construct a sentence of perfect tense, the past and the past participle form of verb must be used. In all the tenses, to construct a sentence of perfect tense, always past participle forms of the verb must be used. Okay, got it? Now, in case of all tenses, present, past, and future, all the forms of verbs may be or are used as per their necessities and grammatical rules. For example, look at here. Past participle form, we have in number 3, we have already said that in case of perfect tenses, past participle forms are always used. That means Rishani has played chess. It is in the present tense form, no? Present perfect tense form. And we can see in the skyish color, we can see played is used. Played being the past participle form of play. Rishani had played chess. Got it? Rishani had played chess. This is the sentence of past perfect tense. And past participle form of principal verb or base verb or play is used. No? Rishani will have played chess. That means, once again, in case of future tense also, we have used the past participle form of the principal verb. No? Now, here we have given some base forms of verbs. In the first column, you have to obtain, you have to write down, or you have to find out from our earlier part the past form and the past participle form of these verbs. Fine. Now 90644908895 is our WhatsApp number. If you do have any queries about today's class, you may please WhatsApp us only. Subscribe our channel and join us for your betterment. One more thing I'd like to add. After today's class, we shall be able to start our special classes for construction of sentences in English by ourselves. Okay, fine. Thank you all.